Hey everyone, Draco Magnius here for another episode of Let's Play Virtue's Last Reward. In the last episode, we met with Golem. A Golem. Which is an acronym for something, but I don't remember it off the top of my head. It's, in the notes somewhere. General Purpose Autonomous Labor Electronic Machine. And, we had spent some time talking with him, figuring out who he was, and he was gonna tell us something, but then Mainframe decided, oh shit, he's talking too much, let's take him out. And then the AB rooms opened, and we had to run back. We pushed through the magenta door and ran to the warehouse. There stood Phi, Dio, and K. Hey! What the hell, guys?
Why did you open the AB gate before everyone got back?
I apologize. We only turned away for a moment.
Dio opened it.
Like the asshole he is, got it.
You got a problem with that?
Yes! You opened the doors before anyone got here. You could have killed us all!
Of course we do.
Why? I don't remember us all promising we wouldn't open the thing until everyone showed up.
This isn't about promises! Are you stupid or just an asshole? Asshole.
Probably both.
Actually, you know what? That's fair. Alice has a point.
We were able to get back here in time. But what about the others? Tenmyoji, Quark, and Clover are still out there somewhere. What were you planning to do if they didn't get back in time?
Nothing. Why would I have to do anything? Didn't you hear the voice? Anybody who doesn't get back in time to vote just gets their vote automatically set to ally.
But they will die if both parties don't vote.
Pretty straightforward to me.
Oh, we know that now. He doesn't.
So what if they don't get back in time? They'll all get set to ally and all three of them will get 2 BP. Sounds like a sweet deal to me. Tenmyoji's only got 1 BP. I figure he'll be pretty happy to get 2 more. And that'll put Quark and Clover up close to 9. So that's not too bad for them either.
Okay, he's just ignorant. I mean, we know he can't be trusted, but at this point we know that he's ignorant.
In other words, they ought to be thanking me.
Didn't you guys find a note?
What? What's this?
We found it in our safe. Read it.
Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized. In other words, 1 person out of every color group of 3 has to vote. What the hell, man? This wasn't in our room.
Yeah, you almost murdered the fuck out of all 3 of them.
Back me up here, guys.
He's right.
There was no such note in our safe.
Okay. I mean, that checks out because it wasn't in ours in the first run of that room either. Wait, it was that room, yeah? I think so. I think that's the room we originally went through.
Oh, well, damn. That's a bummer. I'd never have opened the gate if I'd known about this.
Really? Actually, no, it should be more incredulous. Really?
Of course.
I'm worried about the others. If time runs out,
They'll be penalized, yes.
I know. Quark is part of that team. Maybe something happened with him.
He seemed a little off before we headed into the chromatic doors.
This is bad.
It all comes back to Quark. Hey, wait a minute. Where's Alice? She was here just a minute ago. Where is Alice? Oh, there she is. Took me only a moment to spot her. She was several yards away and kneeling down to look at something on the floor. What was she looking at? I couldn't tell. I was about to head over and see what was going on when... Okay. Once again, everything seems to check out that we can't seem to find Quark. Whoa, hey guys!
Quark! Has Quark been here?
No, you're both the first to go through the door.
Did something happen to him? He disappeared!
Disappeared? What do you mean?
I mean, he's gone! We can't find him anywhere!
Seriously, Clover, the smiling is getting to me! This isn't a moment to smile!
When was the last time you saw him?
We were heading back here.
Tenmyoji and I went into the lounge, but Quark didn't follow us.
We turned around and started calling for him, but...
When he didn't respond, we ran back the way we'd come.
I feel like this is more information than we got last time. I mean, I could be misremembering, too. That's a distinct possibility. My memory isn't the best.
And you couldn't find him?
Right.
We thought maybe he just hadn't seen us go into the lounge.
So we checked the crew quarters and the infirmary.
But he wasn't there either. All right. We need to split up.
And search for clues. I suggest going in groups of 2, because going in groups of 1 led to problems last time.
If we can't find him in any of the floor A rooms, we'll move to floor B. Okay. I need to go tell Alice. You guys go on ahead.
Okay. Right. You do that. I don't fucking trust you, Clover. Crew quarters. Hey! Quark! Quark! He's not here. I checked both rooms.
He's not in the other 2 either. There's no one here.
Tenmyoji and K are in the lounge, and Dio and Luna should be checking the infirmary. Oh, good.
Right. Okay, let's leave that to them and head to floor B.
Got it. I'm being smarter this time, that's good. I get the feeling we're probably not going to find him again. We went through the red door with Dio and K, right?
Yeah, so?
What was on the other side of that door?
You want to see it?
Yeah. Maybe Quark went there.
Fine. Follow me.
We went through the red door. I think we went through the green door on my last run, yeah? Actually, what am I doing? This is an easily checked thing. The pantry. I checked this last time. I gotta go back to Flo. Yeah, we went through the blue door last time. This time we went through green. And the blue door was what again? The rec room. Okay. This is...
The pantry.
Pantry?
That drawer over there is stuffed with processed food. Wasn't half bad, actually.
Huh. Well, actually, now that I think about it, last time I thought we were going to starve when Kay abandoned us, but there's food in the pantry. So, I mean, hey, that's not as horrible. You ate it?
Yeah. There was some paella, nasi goreng, schnitzel, Yukejang, borscht, and tom kha gai.
I have no idea what any of those things are. Schnitzel sounds familiar, and borscht. I don't know what those things are in particular. I know it's a German and a Russian food, respectively.
Oh, and I ate the chef's pasta too.
Damn, girl packed it away. That's a lot of food.
Can't help it. I'm a growing girl.
Okay. How old are you?
20, I think.
You don't know? Whoa. Just stop. I don't even know where to start here. 1. By the time you hit 20, you're done growing. 2. You think? You should be old enough to know how old you are. 3. How on earth are you 20? You look like you're 13 if you're a day. Or, what? You look like you're 13 if you're a day. I don't get that phrase, but okay. I can't believe you're only 2 years younger than me.
Now that's funny. You must have done a lot of drugs to look like that at 22.
Damn. Shade is real. Oh, give me a break, you little punk.
Don't call me little. I'm an adult, you dried up asshole.
Gah. Fine, whatever. So this place has enough food to keep people alive for a few years, huh? Looks like the stuff isn't going to expire anytime soon.
Yeah, the use-by date is about 100 years from now.
Oh, well, fantastic. How about water?
There's a tank over there. It looks like they're pulling it out of some kind of well.
Is it safe?
Well, since Dio isn't rolling around on the floor in agonizing pain, I'm gonna go ahead and assume it's okay.
Ah, good. I guess he tested the water for everyone. Good. You made him drink it to make sure it was safe?
I guess you could say that.
So you ate all the food without a second thought, but the water struck you as possibly dangerous.
No, I was careful with the food, too. Dio had some of it first, and it seemed fine, so I... Oh, I almost forgot.
What?
I ate something else!
You did?
Twice cooked pork!
Oh. Wow, that's relevant considering the Chinese room thing we just read. Oh, for God's sake! Why the hell are you shouting about that? Wait a minute. Twice cooked pork?
What is it?
Well, that just reminded me of something.
Reminded you of what?
This might seem hard to believe it.
Bullshit.
Oh, come on, at least let me tell you first. Alright. One explanation later. I explained how we found a room called the Golem Bay on the other side of the green door, and how we met a robot there named Golem, who told a very interesting story.
I see. So the Golem guy was turned off just when he was about to tell you something.
Yeah.
So the last thing he said was, see, right in the middle of...
Yeah.
Right in the middle. Middle could be from Middle Kingdom, which is another name for China.
Well, this was utterly pointless.
Really? I don't think so.
Please explain.
Well, maybe he was trying to say that this game is like the Chinese room. In other words... Sigma! Phi!
Hi, Luna. What's going on?
There you are! I've been looking all over for you!
What's going on? Last time it was K.
Bad. Something really bad!
Well, come on, spill it. Is Alice dead again? Is it Alice and Clover this time? Or is Dio and Tenmyoji dead? Or did we find Quark dead? What's the situation this time?
Alice is... Just come with me. She's in the crew quarters.
Okay, we were literally just there. What? And Alice is dead again? I mean, at least Luna isn't there. I guess Luna was a little too late this time to see who the culprit was. No, this isn't real. All I could hear were Zero's words echoing in my ears. Your heart stops, your bracelet comes off. If you've never been in If you've never been in turbulence, it's hard to explain. You feel the sudden alien weightlessness of a long fall, and for just a moment, you're painfully aware of the fact that you're thousands of feet above the Earth, in a flimsy machine made by fallible men, kept aloft by a scientific principle that nobody actually understands. If you've never seen a friend dead, it's hard to explain. But it's a little like that. I knelt down beside Alice's body and pressed a shaking hand to her throat. No pulse. Her skin had already turned pale. The thing in front of me looked like a human being, but it wasn't a human being any longer. Why had this happened? I knelt there for several long moments, staring blankly ahead. My throat burned and my chest was tight, but I forced myself to take 3 progressive, calmer breaths, then stood. I clenched my fist, took one last breath, and turned. Who found her first?
Me. I was looking for Quark on floor B and couldn't find him. So I came back here and, well, you know the rest.
He's still the most likely murderer.
Hey, what's that look supposed to mean? You better not be thinking I did it.
Well, suspicion often falls on the first to discover a crime.
Fuck that. She'd already been murdered when I got here.
How do you know she was murdered?
What? Come on, it's obvious. She's got a knife sticking out of her chest.
What is that near her hand? She had the key, right? We gave her the key? Or was it Luna that we gave the key for, K's suit? I don't recall.
Does that look like an accident or a suicide to you?
How do you know the weapon was a knife?
What?
All you can see from here is the handle. For all you know, it could have been an ice pick or some kind of tool.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true, but I mean, come on. Who wouldn't look at that and assume it's a knife?
I mean, I agree with Dio here. I mean, I guess you're trying to trap him, Phi, but given the situation, 90% of people would see the handle in someone's chest and go, oh, well, the murder weapon's probably a knife. The knife's sticking out of her. I mean, there's a possibility it's not. Someone put the knife in there afterwards, but that's Phoenix Wright-esque levels of convoluted.
And it's not fair to suspect someone just because they happen to be the first one to find the body. If you want to be like that, then the last person to see Alice is the person you should be looking at.
Who was the last person to see her?
That would have been Clover.
I need to go tell Alice.
I mean, Clover's murdered before, so that's not, like, the most unbelievable.
You guys go on ahead. Alice.
Again with that smile.
Why? This wasn't supposed to happen. You promised me we'd catch them together.
Catch them? That's a new one.
Don't do this.
Clover.
I can't trust them anymore. They
could have been any one of them.
Oh god, we're going down that road again!
They killed you, Alice. I can't forgive them for that. I'm going to get revenge. I'll find out who killed you. And I'll...
Hey, Clover!
Shut up! Don't you talk to me! I'm sorry, Alice.
Her voice shook as she spoke. Before anyone could say anything, she turned and ran out of the room.
Wait! Clover, come back!
Tenmyoji took off in pursuit and made to follow when...
It's pointless. Even if you caught up to her, she'd never tell you anything. Think it through. There are two possibilities. Either Clover killed her, or she didn't. If the former is true, then I doubt she would confess. If the latter is true, then I imagine she'll be just as reticent. After all, Alice and Clover seem to know each other. In fact, they seem quite close. It seems safe to assume that Clover is currently very suspicious of all of us. I doubt she would open up to anyone right now.
Yeah, no, that's fair. And the thing I don't know that I know that you don't, Kay, is that when she doesn't trust people, she starts getting murder weapons and killing people off one by one.
You seem pretty calm. Did you do it?
Not again. Well, if you really want to suspect me, please, go ahead. I'm beginning to feel rather accustomed to it. I would ask you to consider my motive for killing Alice. Specifically, the fact that I have none.
Well, yes, but none of us do.
That's a good point. Not a single one of us really has a motive. I mean, the group she was in was my group and Luna's group, and neither of us would have wanted her dead.
None of us have ever met Alice before, right? So why would we want to kill her?
You are correct. But only if the murder had a motive beyond, well, murder.
What do you mean?
Do you remember when we found the old woman? It seemed clear that her killer was Zero Senior, and that they were one of us. There is every reason to think the same person murdered Alice. Perhaps this person plans to kill us one by one. Perhaps the entire nonary game is just window dressing. Perhaps the only reason we are here is so that Zero Senior can kill us at his leisure, in a world of his own creation.
Why would anyone do such a horrible thing?
There are some fucked up people in the world, Luna.
Presumably, because they enjoy killing.
Yeah. No, that tracks.
Zero Senior seems to be rather disturbed.
Well, that's a mild understatement. Hold on a minute. That doesn't mean they're one of us. There could be a 10th person hiding out somewhere.
No,
Well, why not?
there's no way Zero Jr. wouldn't notice that. And if he did notice, I really don't think he'd just let something like that slide.
But isn't Zero Jr. just an AI without a body? What could he do?
And besides, he'd probably just be cool with Zero Senior being there, since Zero Senior's the one that created him in the first place.
Maybe, but Zero Senior has a body. Do you think they'd really just let a 10th unwanted participant just run around murdering people?
Yeah. If, again, Zero Jr. is working with Zero Senior, it makes perfect sense that he'd allow him to do whatever the fuck he wants. Well, what if the 10th person is Zero Senior?
Not possible. At least not so long as we assume Zero Jr.'s statement to be the truth. Do you remember? He made it quite clear that the real Zero was one of us.
Well, that could also just be misleading for the sake of sowing discord. I thought about what Kay had said. If the killer was Zero Senior, then who could be the killer? Dio? Luna? Kay, perhaps? Or maybe Clover? There was always Tenmyoji. Phi, maybe? No, it couldn't be her. I had been with Phi the whole time we were looking for Quark. There's no way she could have slipped away to stab Alice in the chest. Wait a minute. There was one person I'd forgotten. Quark. It seemed like a bit of a stretch to think a kid could kill someone of Alice's size, though. Agreed. That meant there were 5 real suspects. Dio, Luna, K, Clover, and Tenmyoji. Unless Alice committed suicide. But, I mean, that seems counterproductive if she was in fact Zero Senior. Where had Quark gone?
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Fuck. We still have to do that.
All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Or if nobody votes, then everyone dies.
Apparently Zero doesn't feel like this is worth stopping the game for. A blunt but effective way to make the point.
What do you mean?
We should get to the warehouse. It seems clear he feels no compunction about killing us, should we disobey the rules. As such, I recommend we follow them.
The others filed out of the room. I turned to face Alice. Alice. I'll find out who did this to you. I promise. I felt my stomach settle back into its normal configuration, and the fire in my chest melted the icy hand from my spine. I stood up straight, gave Alice one last nod, and walked after the others, leaving my regrets lying on the cold floor. Did you pick up the bracelet? And Slasher, where the key we might need?
Hey, look! 2 of the AB gates are closed already.
Probably Tenmyoji and Clover.
Wasn't he a pair? Doesn't Quark need to go with him?
As long as one person in each pair is there, it should be okay.
Sharing their destiny, huh?
Yep. Sucks, but,
Pretty much.
That's good news for you, Sigma. After all, you're a pair, but your partner is...
yeah.
well, I'd rather not say it.
Yeah. I know.
Good luck for you, huh, Luna?
What? I don't understand what you mean.
Well, if Alice was still alive, you'd have a hard time choosing Betray. She only had 1 BP left. If you'd picked Betray, you could have killed her.
Alright, she's also at a 5. Technically speaking, she could get up to 8 if she betrays me.
Of course, that's not really a problem now.
Stop that, Dio. I would have chosen Ally regardless. I mean, Sigma's going to be my opponent. And I trust him.
Aww. I trust you too, Luna. Granted, what Dio said did have me eating at the back of my mind for a second, but I still believed in her. Really?
Haha. Now this is interesting. If one of you guys picks Betray, we are gonna get a show.
Well, fuck you too, Dio.
Dio!
Ignore him. How do you and Phi plan to vote?
You even gotta ask? Ally.
Uh-huh. Sure, I believe you.
Of course. Right, Phi?
I don't know about that. It's a difficult question.
What?
Well, if we choose Ally and K chooses the opposite, then he'll have 9 points. He can go through the number 9 door whenever he wants. But it's not as simple as just choosing Betray either. If K decides to ally for some reason, then you'd end up with 9 points.
So we should both choose ally.
Or both choose betray, and then nothing happens.
Seems easy to me.
You're planning on betraying me, aren't you, Dio? As soon as you go through that door, it will be only the two of you in that room. I've no doubt you could overpower Phi, if you had the desire to.
Oh, give me a little credit. No one has more gentle points than me. You think someone of my stature would resort to violence? The nerve.
Yes, I do. An old woman in the infirmary begs to differ.
What?
This is just a thought, but why don't all of you promise to choose betray? Then you wouldn't have to worry about anything. If you knew the other person was going to betray you, you'd have no choice but to do the same.
That seems pretty negative for you, Luna.
I'm sorry.
Nothing to apologize for. We appreciate your suggestion and we'll take it into consideration. But unfortunately, I don't think it's a very good idea.
Why didn't you say that?
See, my goal is to beat this game.
But Phi...
Maybe that wasn't the best way to put it. When I say I want to beat it, I mean defeat it. Completely. I want to get us all out of here.
I agree.
We haven't beat the nonary game until we're all out of this place. I guess we won't all be getting out anymore, though.
Oh, you mean Alice?
Yeah. And Quark, because we have no fucking clue where he is!
Yeah. At any rate, all of us choosing betray every time is hardly ideal.
Yeah, because we'll all be at zero. Gain and loss.
We'd never escape.
Then what are you going to do?
K needs to choose ally. It's the only way.
How will you make sure I do that? I have no guarantee that she'll choose ally as well.
Would you do it if I could give you that guarantee?
Well, yes, I suppose so.
You promise?
Yes.
Good. Let's do this. Dio!
Huh?
There's someone behind you.
What?
Did he seriously fall for the oldest trick in the book? The moment Dio turned his head, Phi was off. With seemingly superhuman strength, she leapt through the air across the room and through the AB gate.
What the fuck? You bitch! God damn it, Phi! Open this fucking door!
He pounded on the door, screaming, but showed no signs of opening again.
Fuck!
He gave the door one last slam for good measure, then ran to the next open one.
Invalid pair detected. Please retry with valid partner. Members of a pair cannot vote in separate rooms.
What? Why the fuck not?
Because that would be cheating, you little shit.
This is against the rules. How am I supposed to vote?
You know, I actually like that answer better.
This is bullshit.
I see. This is how Phi can guarantee her choice. Dio can't vote now, so the chance that Phi will choose ally just went way up. After all, if you pick ally and she betrays you, then...
Dio will have 9 points.
Exactly.
But don't you think Phi might be worried that K will break his promise? After all, if he can be pretty sure that Phi is going to choose ally, then...
You needn't worry. Her plan is very clever. I will definitely choose ally.
And if you're wrong, we'll all just beat the shit out of you, or at least try. And I won't give you the cool key we found that probably opens your suit.
2 minutes remain until polling closes.
We don't have much time left. Let's go.
Right.
Okay. Sigma?
Yes, Luna?
You You are going to choose Ally, right?
Of course. Beat him to it. We both have 5 BP right now. Even if I did betray you, I'd only get 3 points. That's not enough to escape. So I'd have to wait until the next round anyway. Make sense?
Oh, I see.
And also, I like you. Huh?
Nothing. Never mind. Anyway, you promised. You have to choose Ally.
Right. I will. The Ambidex game will now begin. To enter your vote, press the Start button on your screen. Once you have entered your vote, the door will lock automatically. It will not open again until the polling period has finished.
"30 seconds remain until polling closes."
Now, what am I going to do? Well, I guess there isn't really any question. After all, I promised Luna that I'd pick Ally. But what if she was lying to me?
I would have chosen Ally regardless. I mean, Sigma's going to be my opponent. And I trust him.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
And I mean, the same reasoning that you used, Sigma, applies here. She has no reason to betray you.
9, 8.
They really like making us go down to the wire, huh?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ally. Your vote has been recorded. Please wait.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed.
Alright, and with that, we're going to end this episode here. In the next one, we'll see how things turned out. See you guys then.